Hey, what's up guys? This is Dhaivat again from ARTbop Alternative. Back again with another interview with the Morbidian music artist, this time with LRAK from LRAK Music. So as always, to keep up with the latest, go to artbop.co.nz, as well as the Morbidian Music Facebook page to keep up with the charity event that's coming up, I Am Unity. And yeah, stay tuned as we bring you more of these interviews, man, and insights into the creative process of the alternative hip hop underground.
Yeah, check it. It's a bloody mess, cause I'm a chainsaw revving up. Slice through your bone, you can call it devil's cup. It'll run quick, biohazard set the virus free. Street fighter, you've been invited to collide with my achievements. My team don't follow the protocol. Strive to be different, one step outside the social norm. Most distorted, ain't talking about my vocals form. Creepy falls, creeping through the steeples like a ghost of fallen. Holocaust, hella dark, leaving no remains. Incarcerated by a burner, call it burn slow, let them crumble to a pile of ashes. Titans clashing, it's vital that I survive this land when I be pillaging the innocent flesh. The countdown to the end, only minutes are left. Only minutes are left, I'll start one by one till I finish the rest. LRAK, Morbidian Music.
Let's get right into it, man.
Cool.
So LRAK and Carl. How
Yes.
much of Carl is in LRAK?
Well, they're pretty much the same person, so to speak, but yeah, LRAK is sort of this other person, yeah, when it comes to rap. It's like a different reality sort of thing. When I put my words onto paper and I express myself through LRAK, it's definitely different from when I was just be normal Carl and just around everyone else.
Yeah.
So it's a good way to express yourself in the music, definitely. Yeah.
So like, what's the name?
Yeah, well, the name, it's actually a funny story. It happened a long time ago. When I was living down Townley Street in Gisborne, my boys, they will have this game where you take your name and flip it backwards.
Yeah.
And we did it for all the bros, and like my bro Spud was Dups, and my bro Nate was like Etan, and then I was Carl, so it was like LRAK. But we had it LRAK at first, but it was like LRAK. LRAK like suited more better, and it just stuck. Ever since then, I just kept to it, and then, yeah, it's just became a rap persona. It didn't start as a rap persona, it just started as a nickname, as like a childhood nickname. So.
Yeah, today's a day for living. I press the paper pen and create originals. On the mic you suffer plagiarism. I raise the spirit of the haters unable to make a visit. I break the limits, it pays to stay insane with a vision.
So like, when did you get into rap?
Well, I always enjoyed hip-hop music, because yeah, I was always raised for it. Listening to it, so I always enjoyed music and poetry as well. When I was really young, I did a bit of that, so I knew my writing was always like that. So when music, it just came together freestyling, getting drunk with all my mates, pretty much as it always starts mainly, and then just I just stuck to it. Yeah, get some liquid courage, definitely. Once I had a few cans, started playing games like bars games, like passing it around. Yeah, and just trying to be tricky with your freestyles and always trying to improve that way. And then I started making music on Audacity on an old computer, SingStar mic from PS2, something budget. Yeah, it's a good program to use for beginners and for if you know how to use it. It's still really good. But yeah, so I started on that. Did a few like mixtape sort of tracks. Downloaded some beats off YouTube, showed my friends. Didn't really think anything of it, but then I started taking it seriously like a few years back, and I think, yeah.
Third eye, devil's eye, receive the blurred lines. In purgatory, these words are pouring down my dirt mind. The earth's mine, are you ready for this domination? I cracked the code, the depth of flows with the dark awaits them. Hearts aching, been through the struggle for too long. Put the pieces to the puzzle, feel complete and move on. Who's wrong?
But so, like, you were always writing?
Yeah, I was always writing, mainly freestyling really. I only like really rapped when I was like with other mates that rapped. I didn't like pursue it myself until like a certain point. It was like once I got to that point, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to start taking this seriously. Yeah, I actually bought the equipment and started like going for it myself and not like waiting around for other people. So that was a good start. But you got to start somewhere, I suppose.
If there really is no justice, must this be it? No trust for the public. Fuck this, they got us trapped in a paradox. Shadows locked in my subconscious when the battle stops. Racks here to answer the call. I dance with the devil till I'm cast in the void.
How did you get with Morbidian Music?
Oh, that was a good story. We had this mate, So Def Beats, shout out So Def Beats. He moved to Gisborne because through other mates, and then he lived here in Tauranga at a stage, and he knew some of the people in Morbidians. Yeah. So I started making music with So Def Beats, and we started doing our thing. And then he was always telling me about Primitive Morbid and all these cats here in Tauranga, and I was like, sick. I was always keen to collab, never knew anything of it, and then it finally got to the point where I contacted Grant, and then we sorted out a little thing and did a track collab. I think it was Doomstyle Villains. That was the first one I did. I did it at my house on budget mic and stuff, but it still did the job. And then they sent me down a mic and an interface, and I started taking it seriously and started doing more tracks. Did Soul Snatcher, and then I finally I didn't meet them. I haven't met them yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I've never met them. It was all over the internet. Yeah. It was like we were just waiting to finally actually meet and sit down in a room and actually make a track. Because once you do that, it's like a totally different experience. Doing over the internet, it's not the same really, but it was still fun. But and I met them probably like a month ago. Really, it was the first time that I came to Tauranga, and then did a gig and just keep on rising from there, I suppose. Morbidian
So
Music.
how was the gig? Like, how was it?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good. The first time being all of us on stage, because I've done separate gigs with myself and other people, and they've done gigs too. But we haven't all been on stage at once. We didn't really all practice it together either. We sort of gelled on stage. It was we didn't do no practice really, so it was good. It wasn't a big turnout. We didn't expect that. We were just mainly trying to get us as a unit to work properly with our tracks, definitely. But we only had 2 mics between the 5 of us, so that was a real downfall. We had to keep passing around the mics and make sure that everyone's got a mic at the time. So that was the only difficult part. But yeah, that's what you got to come across when you go to gigs and stuff. You got to expect these things. Yeah, definitely.
So how would you say that you've evolved as an artist now?
Oh, well, a lot. I've definitely improved a lot from making my own beats now. Because I started a WinTech course down in Hamilton Central, the WinTech Institution of Technology for Media Arts. Yeah. So I did a course there, and I'm going to do my bachelor degree soon. I'll start that. So I'm starting to learn how to actually read music properly and actually put it onto a sheet and everything. So I'm also trying to do other stuff on the side. It's not just rapping. I want
to just kind of
everything musically that I can produce out and help other people, and then set a place in Hamilton, preferably because I live in Hamilton. Yeah. A place there, cooperating under the Tauranga as well, because we're all branching out.
Yeah.
And
so just going back a little bit about your influences for LRAK or your writing.
Yeah.
Is there any particular artists that influence you?
There's been a lot throughout my journey. As artists, you always have an artist for a year, and then you always get to the next year, and it's always a move on, and you find artists. But I was always into strange music. I still follow them. I love strange music, like Tech 9 and everything. They were always a big influence. But I love a lot of grimy stuff, Dope DOD. And stuff like that, and just necro, it's horrorcore rap and stuff, death rap, and Immortal Technique, he's one of my favourites. Vinny Paz, Rugged Man, RA Rugged Man, stuff like that, it's just, I love that Dance with the Devil. I love that track. When I heard that when I was real young, that really that moved me, that it was such a vivid story, and just on a mean beat too. So
cool.
Yeah, that was something that really influenced me.
Yeah. So that, and that's cool because that's that's the American underground.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So that really helped me a lot. Yeah, because you don't really there is a lot of that in New Zealand, but there isn't at the same time. They're all branching off onto this particular style that's taking over, but I can't really contradict it. I don't really want to. I'll do it my own way. As I say, I make some beats like that, and I do my own stuff. But
But you got to stay true to your crew.
yeah. Obviously, If I like it, I'm gonna put it out. I don't care what anyone thinks. At the end of the day, it says if you like it, you do. If you don't, then oh well. There's someone else that will like it 2 times more than you. So I don't care.
I'll just start from the intro, bro. Sweet, Bill.
Morbidian Music, LRAK, check it, yo. Your life's overdue, time to pay the death toll. So let's roll into the fishes with the chest open, neck broken in the feet and cement blocks. The head pop from the pressure lead in the dead rock.
So, yeah.
Well, that's a great attitude to have as an
Yeah,
artist, man.
yeah. Well, you got to. I can't be like you're already self-conscious enough as an artist, so to speak. You like putting yourself out there, like really, like, and especially if you're coming from a darker aspect. I notice, like, you get heads turned at you and stuff. It's definitely different because well, they think you're trying to portray this like message to like people and stuff.
Right.
It's not the case at all. They take it all the words on the paper like you're actually going to be out there doing that sort of stuff. It's not like that at all. No, I enjoy, like, you'd buy tickets to go watch a horror movie or watch a horror show at a theatre.
Yeah.
So why can't someone have the same privilege of listening to something like that via CD? It's just like, it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. So
It's a show.
I don't see why it can't be played on the radio. If it's maintained, they can bleep out swear words in mainstream songs. Why can't they just bleep out us? So at the end, but yeah. So it's going to be a long way. I'm hoping to get there. New Zealand, I reckon it will. We'll get there. You'll hear us.
So, like, speaking of which, dude, are you excited for the hip hop charity gig?
Yes, definitely. That's going to be awesome. Yeah, really looking forward to that, especially because it's going to be a big turnout. And it's for a good cause, so it's always good to do something like that. Come out something big that people just, especially if people haven't heard of you, it's also a good way. And we're trying to get a lot of underground artists in New Zealand, so there's going to be a variety. Where we're trying to
Is that like the kind of underground, uniting the underground?
Yeah, definitely. And there's a lot of dope acts out there that are unheard, and it's like they're only heard through their territories that they live.
Yeah.
Like you hear word of mouth through like where you live. Because I was living in Gisborne, and the only like artists that I really knew was like Mischief Makers. Shout out to them because they're dope. But yeah, we were raised on that sort of stuff just because it was in Gisborne, and we didn't really hear what was happening in Auckland. You'd hear like obviously Scribe and stuff that was on TV and doing their thing, got CDs and all that. But like the underground cats that you wouldn't really hear of that didn't make it onto like MTV or whatever it is. And there's a lot out there, and we're open for collabs, so hit us up.
Next up, genocide, massacring many lives, anytime, anywhere. That's the part where many die, driven for the thirst. Call me a connoisseur of corpses. Wanna see my victim in the more emerge quick. Bursting onto the T like a mercenary. Earth ain't ready for this person with the curse of very.
So, finally, where can people find your music?
Yes, you can find me on YouTube and also SoundCloud is where I post most of my tracks. LRAK Music, that's LRAK Music. And then, see me, but on YouTube is the same, LRAK Music. I've got some videos up there. There's going to be a lot more. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening, like music videos, proper music videos. I've got some budget music video productions that I've put together and stuff, but it's all just a start. It's a journey, eh?
Yeah, cool, man. So, like, people will be able to catch you live at the hip hop charity gig.
Yep. And we'll definitely have a couple more upcoming gigs, and I'll be posting them on Facebook. Also, check me out on Facebook. I've got LRAK Music page on there. So like that, share that if you're into the music and you follow it. Morbidian Music also. There's a lot of acts. We've all got our different pages solo and as a team. So yeah, just keep a lookout for more music, more stuff happening. There's going to be a big, busy year ahead of us. Yeah.
Sweet,
Cool.
man.
Thanks a lot for having me.
Yeah.
Cool. It's been great. Sweet.
Sinister, speaking tongues at the cemetery. Oh, stop there, yeah, hell is ready. Build an army of undead, the spirits run. We the cunts that the scum dread, the scary ones. Sharp minds and I'm cut thread, machete brung. A clique full of psychos, call us Morbidians. LRAK, baby. Morbidian Music.
My pen scars when inflicted, I dish out the menu, so listen and watch me flex. It's gym bars with the fitness, lifting my weight when I spit this, now watch me flex. My pen scars when inflicted, I dish out the menu, so listen and watch me flex.